There's a spice sitting in almost every kitchen in America that scientists keep studying for blood sugar. You probably ate some of it this week, in your coffee, your oatmeal, a piece of toast. It's cinnamon. But here's the part almost nobody tells you. There are actually two completely different cinnamons sold under that one name. One of them is the kind researchers get excited about. The other one, used every single day, could quietly be hard on your liver. So I went digging to figure out which one actually belongs in your cupboard and what the science really says. First, the history, because cinnamon has a wild one. For thousands of years, it was one of the most valuable substances on earth. Ancient Egyptians used it in embalming and burned it in temples as an offering to the gods. In the Roman Empire, it was worth more than its weight in silver, and the Emperor Nero is said to have burned a year's supply of it at his wife's funeral, a jaw-dropping display of wealth. For centuries, Arab traders controlled the trade and guarded the source so fiercely that they invented terrifying legends. Giant birds that built nests of cinnamon on cliffs, deadly snakes coiled around the trees, all to scare off buyers and keep the prices impossibly high. Wars were fought over it. Explorers crossed entire oceans chasing it. This humble little spice sitting in your cabinet right now was once a symbol of pure power and wealth. And for most of that time, nobody had any idea what it might be doing inside the human body. So what does modern research actually say about cinnamon and blood sugar? Here's the honest picture. Several studies and reviews suggest cinnamon may help lower fasting blood sugar and improve how the body responds to insulin. The leading idea is that certain compounds in cinnamon can slow down how fast sugar is absorbed after a meal, and may help insulin work a little more efficiently, so your body doesn't get hit with such a sharp spike. Some analyses that pooled together many trials did find a real, measurable drop in fasting glucose. That sounds great. But, and this is a real but, the results are genuinely inconsistent. Some studies show a clear effect. Others show almost nothing at all. The doses tested are all over the place. The type of cinnamon used often isn't even specified. And the people studied range from healthy adults to those with full diabetes. When the evidence is that scattered, it tells you the effect, if it's there, is probably small and varies a lot from person to person. That's not a headline anyone wants to hear, but it's the truth. So let me be straight with you, the way the hype videos never are. Cinnamon is not a treatment. It is not a substitute for medication, for movement, or for what your doctor tells you. At best, the evidence points to a modest helper, something that might gently support healthy blood sugar as one small piece of a much bigger picture. If anyone tells you a sprinkle of cinnamon controls diabetes, they're selling you a fantasy. The interesting truth is more humble than that, and honestly, more useful. If you do want to use it, the good news is that cinnamon is easy to work into a normal day. A little stirred into your morning coffee or oatmeal, a pinch in plain yogurt, brewed into a warm tea with the sticks. Some people prefer capsules or extracts for a more consistent amount. There's no magic delivery method here, it's a spice. Use it the way you enjoy it. But how you use it matters far less than which kind you choose. And that brings me to the part that genuinely surprised me. Now here's the twist that surprised me most, and it might be the single most practical thing in this video. Not all cinnamon is the same. There are two main types. The first is cassia cinnamon. It's the cheap, common kind, and it's almost certainly what's in that jar simply labeled cinnamon at the grocery store. The second is Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon. It's lighter in color, more delicate, a little more expensive, and you usually have to look for it on purpose. They taste similar, but underneath they are very different. And that difference matters for your health. Here's why. Cassia cinnamon is naturally high in a compound called coumarin. Ceylon cinnamon contains only tiny trace amounts of it. And coumarin, in high or long-term doses, can stress and even damage the liver in sensitive people. Food safety authorities in Europe set a tolerable daily limit for coumarin. And the reality is that a single teaspoon of cassia cinnamon every day can put an adult right at or even over that limit. A sprinkle now and then on your food? Not a concern at all. But daily cinnamon supplements or heavy daily use of the cheap cassia kind over weeks and months is where the risk quietly builds. So here's the real warning, and please take this one seriously. If you're going to use cinnamon regularly for blood sugar or anything else, choose Ceylon cinnamon, true cinnamon, not cassia. Read the label. If it just says cinnamon, assume it's cassia. This matters even more if you have any liver condition, if you drink alcohol regularly, or if you take medications your liver has to process. And if you already take medicine for blood sugar, talk to your doctor before adding cinnamon supplements, because, in theory, they could stack and push your levels lower than expected. A quick conversation first, every time. So that's cinnamon, a spice once worth more than gold, with real but modest science behind it, and a hidden catch that most people never hear about. The takeaway is simple. Cinnamon can be a gentle ally, not a cure. And the type you choose genuinely matters. Pick Ceylon, keep it reasonable, and let it be one small part of an honest, healthy routine. Next time, I'm digging into another ingredient that gets thrown around constantly in the wellness world, and the truth, as usual, is more surprising than the hype. If you like honest research instead of empty promises, stick around. I'll see you in the next one.